Welcome to Web3 Reviews. Thank you for being with us. Today, it is Wednesday, May 21st, and we're going to be talking about the crypto market. Let's go. Remember that none of this is financial advice. XRP sitting at $2.34. We're ranging, man. As you can see, this range is not yet broken. We have a resistance mark at $2.60, and we are fighting. We are fighting to get out of that range. I'd say as long as XRP doesn't break below $2, everything's still dandy, man. And you know what? Even if it does, golden buying opportunity. Who's got the cojones to buy XRP under $2? I do. Shit, I bought XRP for fucking 17 cents back in 2019. I don't feel like buying XRP now. I feel like holding it because I know that bigger things are coming. Flare, 1.883 cents. Ranging. Now, Bitcoin's fighting at that all-time high. Bitcoin is literally sitting at an all-time high. We see on the 7-day we're up, but we're in this range. We popped above 107.5 yesterday. Absolutely massive, man. Bitcoin is fighting this all-time high, and people are still out here yawning pretty much. People are still out here yawning at the crypto market. We don't have all the muggles in, man. The normies have not come to play yet.
Muggle.
Non-magic folk.
And you'll know that it's run its course when you start getting texts from people you haven't heard from in years saying, dude, is it a good time to buy Bitcoin? We're still waiting on those texts. Let me know in the comments if you're already getting them. Ethereum, 2,500. I got a text from a buddy yesterday saying, I can't believe ETH went on this nice run. It went up 55% on the 1 month, up from 1626 up to 2,500. And that's good to see, man. When I was at ETH Denver, ETH was not showing signs of life, besides all the badger dancing fools who were there. And I was one of them, okay? I showed up with energy. I showed up with vigor to get that badger dance done with the wizard Vitalik. I didn't see him, man. I know David Schwartz was there. I know Mitch Valentine was there. I met some wizards, man, but I did not see the likes of Vitalik. Anyways, I'm happy for ETH. I'm happy for Bitcoin. I'm glad these assets are doing well. I don't own any ETH and I don't own any Bitcoin, okay? And I sleep very well at night. I'm an XRP guy. XRP is the third biggest crypto based on market cap behind ETH and Bitcoin, but based on technological value, I think that XRP has a way bigger use case than Bitcoin and ETH. I think that it's way better efficiency-wise than Bitcoin and ETH as well, and the stats show that. Transactions per second, the cost per transaction, it's not even close. XRP is way more efficient than ETH and Bitcoin. From Coin Bureau, Cardano's Charles Hoskins denies missing $600 million in ADA, vowing an audit. The dispute centers on NFT artist Masato Alexander, claiming that a $318 million ADA transfer during the 2021 Allegra hard fork involved Hodgkins using a Genesis key to alter the ledger. Right here we have some reader-added context. An independent audit is already underway. All founding entities have confirmed there was no wrongdoing or misusing of funds by Charles. Masato has no proof to back up his claim. So was this all just fucking bullshit? Ron Swanson says this is ludicrous. It was clearly a lie and was clarified by multiple entities over the past few days in IOHK and the Cardano Foundation. It would take about 15 minutes of research for you to not perpetrate even the semblance of this lie, which was the attacker's hope right from the start. Come on. We see that this thread from Emergo from 2 days ago has 144,000 views. So a lot of people saw this. I saw this. And I know Charles was pissed, man. The hit pieces being pushed out on Charles and ADA are wild. I haven't seen one piece of evidence to go with the outlandish claims and statements. Trying to trash a protocol just for clicks? Wild. And that's from David Gockstein. Dude, why are you trashing people's work, man? That's fucking bogus. And Charles said this. Charles ran a poll. As an ADA holder, developer, or dApp builder, would you participate in a class action lawsuit against the parties that defamed Cardano after the audit report is released? He also says, I'm absolutely disgusted by the conduct of the crypto media. Any semblance of objective or fair reporting has been thrown out the window in favor of maximally viral clickbait. The facts are that every party connected to ADA voucher redemption has publicly stated there is no fraud. No allegations came from any law enforcement, regulatory body, lawsuit, or buyer. The person alleging misconduct has no connection or inside knowledge of the sale or the processes, and there's an audit underway from the BDO to explain the sale. Any credible media agency given these facts would understand that it is fundamentally irresponsible to propagate news suggesting the possibility of massive theft. The headlines I've seen are beyond damaging. They will require months, if not years of work and millions of dollars to undo post-audit. If you participated in this insanity, then you know that you're scum. You hurt people. I think that's well said, man. Don't be going around hurting people, man, okay? Dude, do people not ever learn, man? More so than not learn. It's a shame because they just go from one asset trashing them to the next. I mean, you almost guarantee that this is the same folks who were trashing Ripple when they got sued by the SEC who are now turning around and trashing ADA. Man, is it Bitcoin, folks? Let's be honest. Because, dude, we got Bitcoin maxis attacking people all the time, man. And look at this. This is a badass profile picture right here by Charles, man, which encapsulates his epic moment where he was out there training recently, holding pads. Charles doesn't have time to be robbing his own chain. He's out here holding the pads, man. You know how you get better at throwing hands? You hold pads for somebody that knows how to throw hands, all right? There's a lesson in there, man. You want to learn how to do? First you watch. First you study. Maybe you even take a beating, and then you start to do, okay? You got to feel the pain before you can throw it back. I'm not going to listen to this. This is 30 minutes long. You put this out yesterday. Resilience and the other side. You know, the crypto market's seen a lot, man. And all the bullshit and negativity has usually brought us closer together. I remember when the XRP and ADA group was fighting, man. I remember when Charles was calling us the XRP army, calling us cultists, saying that we sucked, you know. This was a time. And we have since forgiven Charles, and Charles has since forgiven us. And David Schwartz and Charles have spoken, both publicly and at the wizarding parties. Okay? The muggles would never understand this level of political mahjong that's being played by the wizarding parties that control the blockchains. Who is Satoshi the Invisible Man? And what if it's David? What if it's Charles? Let's review what we know. Bitcoin comes out from an IP address in Florida, but it's being worth noted that Ripple was already created, though it wasn't a blockchain company, and David Schwartz was already making patents on cryptography in the 1980s for the NSA. All right? So it goes without being said that Bitcoin wasn't actually the first of its kind. Okay, it was the first on the scene that was working, and XRP was close behind it, and it was named the Open Coins. And it came out from the exact same IP address in Florida that Bitcoin came out from. Funny enough, Vitalik Buterin attempted to become an intern at Ripple back in the day. He didn't get his visa. He didn't get his work visa, so he wasn't able to get the internship. But he turned around and created a smart contract machine. Charles Hostkins joins forces with Vitalik and helps him build ETH, and then 1 year later turns around and builds Cardano ADA. Jed McCaleb helped build XRP. He then turns around and builds Stellar XLM. Is there actually beef between these people, man? Or did these people all play golf together and all do the same type of ceremonies in the Skull and Bones Club? And now we're just seeing them do a little bit of political theater and unravel this next technology for the muggles. Dude, the thing is that the muggles can't see magic, okay? The muggles can't see magic like we can, okay?
But the muggles, can't they see us? Muggles? They don't see nothing, do they?
There are some occasional hiccups, magical accidents,
Thanks.
rule breakers,
Expecto Patronum!
and the occasional uncontrolled magical creature. Not all wizards are so inclined to stick to the rules. And unfortunately, some things are just too difficult to hide. This means, on the odd occasion, muggles see a little too much. Even wizards themselves can find it tricky to stay hidden. Whether it's Harry accidentally inflating his Aunt Marge, or a whole community of wizards celebrating in the middle of muggle cities, magic isn't an easy phenomenon to keep under wraps.
And so you can't just unravel this new technology and say, ta-da, abracadabra, here it is. The banks move faster now. Western Union moves faster now. This is good. This is better.
Hello, Derek.
Hello.
Welcome to your relaxation time. Let this wonderful 80s classic soothe you. Just a nice, warm, happy time. Happy, happy, happy. Ha 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 ha. Nothing to worry about at all. Obey my dog!
Because all these people like see a problem with it. Like the mark of the beast. We have people in Sweden who are getting a chip in their arms so they could use their shit. It's the end of the world. It's the end times.
This girl put what in her arm?
I put a microchip in my arm and it's the best thing ever. This chip is a powerhouse. It's got everything I need. A credit card, my ID, my medical info, and even my keys. And when it's time for groceries, you just tap your wrist and bam! Transaction done. It's like magic. In a medical emergency, it can save my life. Experts can easily identify me and my medical history. I feel like a sci-fi character and I'm loving it. This amazing chip is totally free. That's right, no more digging into your pockets. And the best part, the surgery is quick. They'll give you a cookie afterwards.
It says in the book of Revelation that the Antichrist, who's going to take rule over the entire world, he's going to require that everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on their right hand or on their forehead, and no one is going to be able to buy or sell anything without that mark. I'm not saying that this is the mark, but what I am saying is this is getting casually close to what we're seeing in Revelation.
We have people who will always fight technology. Okay, we have people right now who are fighting flying cars, saying things like, why do we need flying cars? Aren't we okay with technology just being stagnated where it's at forever? There has to be a reason. It has to be clear cut. The pandemic told us money is dirty and we have a coin shortage. Do you really want to touch money from some dirty person? You don't know where they've been. You don't know what's on that money. And we all know what's on the money. Ass cheeks on my white tee.
Ass cheeks on my white tee. All these hoes keep grinding on me. Coming in the club every night of the week. Keep a nigga popping.
We already know what's on the money, dog. Okay? We already know. Because I know every time you get a little money, where are you headed with the big dog? Come on. You leaving with glitter all over you, man. You say you're going for lunch. We know you're going for the vibes, dude. Motherfucking King of Diamonds over here at the Diamond Club, right?
Oh, I'm king of the trees. I'm the tree meister. I count on them. Mr. Walk Down Me, I'm the walkway. Lead me to the building. Fuck you. Stupid dresses. Stupid flowers.
I'm just making jokes, man. You know, everyone's got vices, and here's the thing is that you got a lot of people who like to talk like they're better because they don't have the same vice as you, but maybe they're out here skill maxing and they're spending all their money on courses. It's like, bro, are you really better? Come on. Are you really saving money? It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you save. It's about how much you stash away into the likes of XRP, ADA, Flare, Algorand, Songbird. Get a good asset that's going to be here for the next 5 to 10 years, providing a use case in the crypto ecosystem. You'll thank me later, man. You'll thank your future self later for having the balls to play. So yeah, I think this Charles news is total bullshit, man, to be honest. I'm disappointed in these news agencies as well. I mean, what the hell, man? When are they going to fucking learn, dude? Do some research. We need to go back to a time where people get like reprimanded for fucking putting out false news articles. You should lose your job if you fucking put out too many of these shits. We need to get back to a society where it's based on merit, not based on fucking bullshit. I learned this when I was a kid. You know, until I was 19, I thought for sure that you could Naruto your way through anything. And it worked for me in the basketball sense. I wanted to be there and I wanted to be good. And I wanted to be great and I was going to work until I got it. Well, dude, it doesn't exactly work that way when you're talking about calculus 2 and coding. Sometimes no matter how much you bang your head against the wall, you're not going to comprehend, man. Maybe it takes longer for some people to learn the concept than others. And maybe while you're mixing in all these classes and social factors, some people just can't cut it, right? That was me, man. Here I am making excuses for myself. I failed. I failed coding school, okay? I failed calculus 2. It wasn't for me, man. But I still had an internship my freshman year, in between my freshman and sophomore year. I had an internship for a company called Think Big. Think Big was actually building the course material for Strayer University. And I was one of the coders on their coding team. They had a recording studio and they were sending content to the coders who were then adding buttons over the content. Like, hey, which one is the answer? So I was helping with that. And I learned right then, it doesn't matter how nice you are. It doesn't matter how much you want it. All that matters is how well you perform the task at hand. So just like Charles here, man, if Charles fucked up, no one's going to care how well you held those pads the other day. We only care about the audit and how well it goes with this blockchain. And I believe it's going to go well because I trust Charles. I trust these big players. And maybe I'm naive. I'd rather trust the creator of ETH and the creator of ADA, 2 top 10 tokens in this crypto ecosystem, someone who's been here since the start, than the likes of those who are reporting on this without any research. Fuck that shit, man. Zach with Web3 Reviews. Don't believe the legacy news. They're going to lie to you through their teeth, man. It's their fucking job. They want to scare you out of your bag. I honestly think big gains are coming for ADA based on the lies that we've been fucking told. Because why else would they try to scare us off the hunt, man? Go stake some ADA. Tell Charles what up, man. Zach with Web3 Reviews. Until next time.